Looking for a trip with a little bit more adrenaline than usual? We've combed the globe for the most death-defying locations to inspire your inner daredevil. Remember to bring extra bravery and maybe a spare pair of underpants for these amazing adrenaline-fueled places, which are listed in no particular order. For this list today, we're counting down the top 10 bucket list travels for adrenaline junkies and weekend warriors. So let's take a look. Before we get further, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos. Alright, let's get to it. At number 10, the Shark Dive, Becca Lagoon, Fiji. While some shark encounters take place in a cage, in Becca Lagoon you'll be right there with the ocean's apex predators, unrestricted and in their natural environment. Sharks, including a black tip and white tip reef shark, bull shark, and the biggest tropical shark, the tiger shark, can be found in the Becca Seas. View them in their entire toothy splendor as the dive guides feed them, and be fascinated by the spectacle as the sharks graze on the fish in the area. The reef is home to around 400 different types of tropical fish. At number 9, biking the Death Road, Bolivia. The hazardous North Yungas route is a road running from La Paz to Coroico, 56 kilometers northeast of La Paz in Bolivia, Yungas area, with an estimated 200 to 300 visitors every year. It's now blocked to traffic, and you may mountain bike in a relative safety down 5-hour segment of this death road with only one brief uphill. You'll still have to struggle with dangerously narrow roads and precipitous drop-offs, but the stunning vistas and your own speed limitations make up for the intense terror. At number 8, Mount Hua Cliff Hike, China. Mount Hua's cliff routes are known as the world's most deadly, and a glance at any photo will demonstrate why. Since the 2nd century BC, pilgrims, monks, and nuns have climbed the mountain's 5 peaks to reach spiritual locations. Some of the more risky pathways have been blocked or renovated in recent years, but getting to the old Cebu Taoist temple on the southern summit, which has been transformed into a tea house with a chess pavilion on the eastern top, will still need steel nerves. At number 7, Leon, Nicaragua. This little Central American city was put on the map by a few pieces of plywood and a 2,400-foot black sand volcano. Volcano boarding is a sport in which participants ride down an active volcano sitting or standing on a constructed board. It's become extremely popular in Leon, where the Cerro Negro volcano erupted barely 160 years ago. It's the Central America's newest beach, comprised of loosely packed black sand that's ideal for sliding down. If you make it to the bottom of the mountain at 65 miles an hour, switch boards and surf the waves on the neighboring beaches to keep your adrenaline pumping. At number 6, Zion National Park, UT. Zion National Park is among the most adventurous of the country's national parks, offering spectacular activities surrounded by stunning natural beauty in Utah. This valley's 2,000-foot tall sandstone cliffs are famous for huge wall climbs, making the park's iconic Angel's Landing is a no-experience required delight. It's not for the faint-hearted, as it has towering cliffs on both sides of the short trail leading to the peak. More action awaits in the park's backcountry sections, but prepare ahead of time because permits are necessary. At number 5, Everest Skydive, Himalayas, Kathmandu. While everyone wants to walk up Mount Everest, any real thrill seeker may consider skydiving over it. Jumpers take out helicopters at roughly 7,000 meters above sea level, which is lower than the summit of Everest, but high enough to require oxygen and specialized parachute equipment. From there, you fly into the tremendous Himalayas, landing at one of the world's highest drop zones, deep in Sherpa territory. The Everest skydives are set up for all levels of expertise, with both solo and tandem jumps available. At number 4, Queenstown, New Zealand. Queenstown is known as the adventure capital of the world for a reason. Kiwis are an adventurous bunch and have come up with all sorts of ideas to throw themselves off of objects in this gorgeous South Island metropolis. With a drop out of the plane above the remarkable mountainous region, the highest height is roughly 15,000 feet. A vacation to the home of bungee wouldn't be complete without jumping from the Kawaru Bridge or the vertigo-inducing Nevis Bungee. At number 3, Lake Placid Bobsled Experience, upstate New York. If you've ever wanted to come experience what it's like to careen down a bobsled track at speeds of up to 100 kilometers an hour, come to Lake Placid for a lap down the ice chutes. You may hire a professional driver and brakeman to steer the bobsled. You'll be exerting 3 to 4 G's of effort in covering the 800 meters distance in roughly 40 seconds. Then if you really want to get close to the ice, you can choose for a single-person sled, either the luge or, for the truly daring, the skeleton sled. There's no experience necessary, only a strong desire to move fast. Number 2, Livingstone, Zambia. Livingstone, at the foot of a global wonder, is an adrenaline junkie's dream. The majority of activities focused around the roaring Victoria Falls and the enormous Zambezi River that feeds them. Tempt fate by dangling over the edge of the Devil's Pool or plunging from the bridge that crosses the huge canyon that separates Zambia and Zimbabwe. For even more adrenaline-pumping action near the falls, join a microlight plane or a laugh down the Zambezi. The action-packed Livingstone is sure to have your heart racing. And at number 1, Wing Walking Experience, England. The wing walking experience in England allows any thrill seeker to attach them to a top wing of a historic biplane and soar through the air at over 200 kilometers an hour, an activity often reserved for stunt performers and professional daredevils. You'll be read through a series of aerobatic maneuvers while up there, including low-level fly pasts and heart-stopping spins and dives. Wing walking goes back to the 1920s air shows and was also utilized by the U.S. military. Fatalities were prevalent in the early days, but contemporary safety procedures and pilot expertise have made a far more trustworthy method to get your fix. Well guys, that's it for this one. What'd you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. If you're new to our channel, be sure to sub and ring that bell to get notified about our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.